Hello and welcome to Edgar Casey's A.R.E. We're very glad to have you here with us tonight. Tonight I'm going to be walking you through an Akashic Records meditation. So this is very exciting. We're going to do a little bit of a past life regression within the Akashic Records space. So first I want to talk to you a little bit about what the Akashic Record is. I want you to think about the time and space. Well, let me back up just a little bit first. First, I want to say, and just allow other people to come on to the page before I really get started into the explanation of the Akashic Records. So we'll get a few more people viewing in, and I'll talk a little bit about it then. So my name is Kathy Lamm. I am the marketing director here at Edgar Casey's A.R.E. And I'm very pleased to be offering this Akashic Records meditation tonight. I've actually been doing these meditations, leading these meditations for about 4 or 5 years now. And they're always so very interesting. And when we talk about the Akashic Records, it's just so fun to think about what that actually is. So if we begin to think about the Akash, so the Akash is the Sanskrit word for ether, for space. So when we consider the Akashic Records, we are talking about all the records of everything that has ever happened within time and space. So that's any thought, any action, any emotion, any human, any life, any being, anything that has ever been involved in time and space and creation. All of that information is held within the Akashic Record. And all of that information, past, present, and even future, and many probable futures, are held within that space of the Akash. So if you think about the migrating butterfly, or you think about the whale or the dolphin, or you think about Jesus or Muhammad, all of these people, all of these things, they breathe the air within the space of the Akash. And we're all one, and we're all part of that, and we're all part of that energy. So as we breathe in the energy of the Akash, we're actually breathing in the record of everything that's ever been in existence. And we can actually tap into that information. For our own soul journey, Edgar Casey referred to the Akashic Records as one's book of life. It's a record of the soul for every incarnation that you've ever had. So, the kind of meditation that we're going to be doing tonight is a past life regression, where we're just going to go and just get a quick little glimpse, a fun feeling of a past life experience. So I'm just going to walk you through some exercises to be able to allow you to do that. But the bigger picture of what the Akashic Records could actually be used for is to help you in your day to day life understand who you are, why you make certain choices that you make, why certain people are drawn to you, why you have certain anxieties or fears or phobias or gifts and talents. All of these come in within that space of the Akashic Record because it again is the record of every soul experience you've ever had, past, present, and future. So it really is the higher part of yourself that comes into play. So I brought my crystal, one of my crystals. I absolutely love sharing my crystals with you. So this is one here that I have. I like to talk about the crystal when I talk about the Akashic Records, and hopefully you can see all of this with the light going through it. See these wonderful little things in here. There's tourmaline. It looks like some pink amethyst is inside of there, and the quartz. You can see all of the different infractions that are in here. The all of these little different things where it was growing. So if you think about your soul's journey and your life experience as a giant crystal, and you think about how you developed and grew, think about all of the things that have come into your life, all these different experiences, whether they were little experiences or they were big experiences, how they interfered or changed your life pattern and your life's growth into a different direction and made you become someone else, or made you fear something, or made you excited about something. You know, all of these little different inclusions inside of this crystal are just like the inclusions that are inside of us from our own life experience. And not only from this lifetime, but the many, many, many lifetimes we've experienced as this soul. So, in this, we can actually go back and take a look at all these different inclusions, all these different things that make us up to be who we are in this life experience. And we can use that information to help guide us, to help us understand who we are and why we do what we do. So I hope that you enjoyed that little bit of an explanation, and this wonderful crystal, I have to say. It's just miraculous to have it here and all of this energy. The meditation that we're going to be doing tonight, we've been doing Facebook meditations that are probably about 15 minutes long, maybe just a little bit longer every day during noon. Different moderators will come on and lead you and guide you in different meditations. I do guided meditations there myself with some imagery. But tonight, this experience is just going to be a little bit longer than that. We're probably going to sit for about 30 minutes total in this experience. So I really want you to get in a very comfortable position. Allow yourself to receive the information. Allow yourself to go deep within the meditation. Now, at the end of the meditation, I will be going back through the comments on the side of the page and be able to answer any questions that you might have. But until then, if you just want to keep them rolling, that's fine. Or if you want to check in and tell me where you're coming from, tell me where you're joining us, that would be wonderful. But otherwise, I think that we can go ahead and get ready to begin now. And if you just get yourself in a very comfortable position, in a position that you can stay in for the next 30 minutes or so and feel relaxed. And I'm just going to put on a little bit of music. I like to use music during meditation, particularly during guided meditation, to allow for cadence, rhythm, to allow us to step through the process and make it smooth and easy and get us to that deepest point where we can connect with the divine within and get as much information as possible during this experience. So if you just take a deep breath with me, just go ahead and relax, open yourself up, and we're going to begin. And just go ahead and take a deep breath for me, opening your body, opening your frame, allowing your energy to be receptive, knowing that this time is for you. This is just a special gift just for you. And just take a deep breath for me all the way to the base of your spine. And exhale out of the top of your head. And go ahead and do that one more time, all the way to the base of your spine. Exhaling out of the top of your head. One more time, deep breath all the way to the base of your spine. And out of the top of your head. Very, very good now. You should start to feel a little bit lighter now as you're getting more comfortable, as you're focusing your intention on your breathing. Breathing very deep now to relax. Exhaling purposefully, letting go of all tension and stress. Just getting lighter and lighter. with every breath, relaxing fully. In a moment from now, we're going to begin a series of exercises that will lead you to recall certain memories. Memories that are stored deep within your unconscious mind. Just taking a deep breath now as you're relaxing fully. Just melting into your environment. Now I invite you to step into a new environment, one that makes you feel safe and protected. This could be a woodland. It could be a beautiful garden filled with fresh wild flowers. A meadow with soft green grass just rolling across the hills. Could be a warm beach, a beautiful mountainside. This special place could be somewhere you remember, or somewhere you plan to go in the future. Or it could simply be a place that you've made up in your mind's eye. Regardless, this safe, sacred space is completely perfect for you. And it's exactly where you need to be at this time. Just breathe in deeper to this beautiful place and begin to experience all the sights, sounds, smells. Notice how you're feeling. Even if you have a taste in your mouth, just bring all these sensations into reality, deep into the scene, making it so real. Now you can begin to find yourself upon a path simply meandering through your scene. Making more vivid now the sights and sounds, the smells and tastes, the feelings of this beautiful sacred space. Brighten up the colors. This is your dreamscape, your sacred space. As you continue to walk down the path, feel how it feels beneath you. Is it soft on your feet? Maybe you're barefoot. Feel the earth beneath you, warm sand between your toes, soft, moist grass. Whatever it is, just allow the feelings and sensations. As you continue to walk down your path, you begin to notice a big structure just ahead. It's a majestic structure right in the center of your sacred space, right where your path is leading. As you feel both safe and familiar, you continue to walk down the path, knowing that this is your inner resource. Here is the recording of all your soul's experience through all time, space, and eternity. Your Akashic Record. As you walk up to the building, begin to notice the structure, what it looks like from the outside, what material it's made of. You notice 5 steps leading up to a doorway, a beautiful, majestic opening. As you climb the stairs, you gain more and more excitement, knowing that you're in the right place at the right time. Stepping up 5, 4, 3, as more excitement grows, 2, and 1, reaching the top, the landing in front of the door. And when you're ready to reach out for the door, it just seems to open on its own, as if it's been waiting for you to enter. Just allow yourself to go into the sacred space now and begin to look around. Even if the structure was not so big on the outside, the inside is so magnificent and goes on forever and ever. You become aware that you're inside of a spiraling hallway, curving and twirling. And in this hall, you see rows and rows and rows of mirrors hanging on the wall. As you walk further inside, you notice the difference. Some of the mirrors are ornate. Some of the mirrors have plain frames made of wood. Some have special jewels, are made of different kinds of materials. You may notice that the mirrors are different sizes, different shapes. And as you walk further, looking at the reflections, you may begin to notice seeing different images of yourself. Images of when you were younger, or perhaps even seeing yourself in an older experience, in a familiar experience other than this one. As you continue to walk down the hall, noticing all these different images of yourself, different versions, different lifetimes. Just continue to walk, and you may notice one of the mirrors sticking out to you that you're drawn to, just a particular one. When you're ready, approach that mirror now. That mirror may show you a clear vision of yourself from another time, from another place. And as you continue to look into the mirror, you're drawn in more, as if it turns into a mist, a vortex that allows you to travel through the mirror. Allow yourself to journey inside now. And turn on the other side and begin to look at yourself as you once were in that mirror. You may notice a sense of time shifting as you visit this past space. Know that you are safe and protected, and you will be guided safely back to the present when you're ready to return. You can choose to have this experience as an observer only, with no emotional attachment. Now I invite you just to observe yourself. What do you look like? Can you tell if you're male or female? How old are you? What is your name? Look at the clothing you're wearing. What material is it made of? You may want to look down at your feet and notice, are you barefoot? Are you wearing shoes? What does the ground feel like beneath you? Now you may want to turn your intentions to the outside world. Just turn and look at your environment. What are you seeing? Can you tell what time period it is in history? Look at the terrain, the structures of any buildings, the modes of transportation, the clothing other people are wearing. Can you tell where you are geographically? Or what time period it is? Is there anyone there you recognize? Are they saying anything to you? Just allow yourself to take in all the surroundings. creating this experience like a movie. Just feel the sense of knowing all time and space, everything accessible to you now. And now I want you to move yourself back in time. Move yourself to any time during that life experience, to a time, an experience, or a moment when something significant happened. Make it a happy moment. Travel back to a pleasurable experience within that life. And go back to that moment now only as an observer. And allow yourself to experience it fully. Bringing in all the details now, the colors more vivid, the sounds more distinct, the smells, the feelings all around you, brighten them up. Know that you can recall all these details of that memory now, quickly and easily. What is going on in the scene? Who is there with you? What do you wish to process from this memory? Just allowing yourself now to pull in all the information from that experience. Sharpen it up and make it more vivid. All your senses super heightened now. Gathering in all you glean useful from that experience. Now, before you leave this experience, ask your higher self, what lessons am I supposed to take away from this experience? Now, staying within that life experience, I want you to move to a different time, to a time when you used your gifts and talents to make a difference in the world, that truly embraced your soul's purpose. Move to that moment in time now. What are you experiencing? Who is around you? How are you using your gifts and talents? How were you able to bring those forward into other life experiences? Take in all the information you feel important or significant from this experience. Take it all in. Allow yourself to bring it back. Now we're going to move to the moment just prior your death in that life experience. You can experience this moment only as an observer, just witnessing. Now go to the moment just prior your death in that life experience now. Who's around you? What are you dying from? And ask yourself, what lessons, what accomplishments, and what gifts did I bring from this lifetime in with me for my soul journey? Now ask yourself, is there anything that I should leave behind in this life experience that no longer serves me in my current life? Set intentions now to let that go and leave it behind. Very good. Now I want you to prepare yourself to journey back to the mirror, returning to the sacred mirror, bringing back all the information that you chose useful. And just allow yourself to step back through the mirror, back into the hallway, back into this time period. As you begin to walk down the hall and exit the building, understanding that you can always return, that this space is always available to you. And as you walk back down the hall and begin to walk out the door and down the steps, you come back into reality, to what we call the now, to the present moment. Going down the steps, 5, 4, 3, beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes, coming more back into your body now. 2, becoming more and more aware. And 1, becoming wide awake, refreshed, grounded, back into the current time and space here, this current moment. And I encourage you to take a drink of water. This will help you ground your energy. You might want to get a notepad and take some notes and write down anything that you experienced in this meditation, understanding that these are all memories that are returning to you from a previous experience. You may, over the next week or 2 or even longer, get more and more information from this experience and be able to reflect back on it. I know I had my first past life experience when I was 19, and that was quite a long time ago. And I still have memories that come back to me from that life experience. So I hope that this was enjoyable. I hope that you got a great deal out of it, and I really appreciate the time that you spent with me tonight. Again, just take some time for yourself to settle back into your body, to ground yourself. If you have any questions that you want to leave on the page for me, I'll be more than happy to stick around and answer them after this is done. And once again, thank you for being here at Edgar Cayce's A.R.E. Have a beautiful night.